Hi everybody, welcome to this video. So today's video we are going to be reviewing this. It's the Byte Tango system by Haloview. It is a solar powered reversing camera. It's fixed by magnets rather than drilling any holes or anything like that. Just a little disclaimer before we start, we were sent this product for free. I had quite a lot of communication with Haloview before they sent it to me, just say, you know, that we wouldn't be just giving them a good review because they've obviously sent us the product. And to be fair to Haloview, their response was they're not actually asking for a review, they just wanted us to show it in one of our videos. I personally think it deserves a review, but also that they had faith in their own product and that they weren't asking, you know, anybody that they send this out to give a good review. So our review will be thorough, it'll be proper, and it will be honest. We're very aware now, 6 months in, that people are seeing us and they're saying, we booked that site that you reviewed, or we bought that gadget that you showed. I don't want people to go out and buy stuff if it's no good, so we will be giving 100% honest review. Enjoy. Okay, so let's have a look at what is inside the box. It's heavy. It's a heavy box. Okay, so we've got some instructions, some sticky clamps, some cleaning wipes, okay, so there's the magnet for the solar panel and the magnet for the camera, some more sticky clamps, three antennas, although one of them is different to the other, so that's probably for the bit that goes in the car. Find out what that is in a bit. And that looks like a suction cup. That'll be for the car, for the screen, which I think is this bit here. Okay, so that's the screen that goes in the car, and presumably that goes into there, so you can stick it up. Yeah, and those are the antennas for that. Just pop that carefully over here. Ooh. Okay, so we've got a solar panel. Okay, and that's the magnet on the back, which will stick to that. We've got an American plug. We'll have to get an adapter for that. That shouldn't be a problem. A cigarette lighter charger. USB to USB-C cable. These look like maybe some, don't know, maybe some adapters. Again, we'll work out with the instructions, and then here it is itself. Well, that's got a good weight to it. Okay, so that's the camera. Like a weather guard there, yeah. It's got a little battery thing, 0 to 100% there, and an on and off button. Feels really nice quality. And then the other side of that is that magnet, so that should go, yep. Quite a strong magnet, which I'm going to need it to be, because it's going to be exposed to the elements as I'm going down the motorway at 60 miles an hour. I'm just trying to find the ideal position for it. So it's currently just set up there, and then yeah, just sort of I can see the screen while I'm up on the roof, and I think that's about where I want to fix it. So let's go and do exactly that. just wanted to show you my roof. It's clean-ish. There's some black spots. I have already sort of cleaned the area where I'm going to be putting the solar panel, and I've cleaned the area here where I'm going to be putting the camera. Now it does come with some alcohol wipes, some dry wipes. Well, that's a tiny little wipe. So the problem that I think I'm going to have is when I put it back down, is making sure I get it back into the right place. So, I mean, I've scrubbed this area, and now a lot more dirt is coming off, so these are quite good little wipes. Maybe I should order loads of these and clean the caravan with these. Now I'm going to use a little tip that I saw on someone else's video, which is to start at least to peel back the red tape. It is difficult to get it off, but I guess that's a good thing. So a little tab would be handy on here, because it's really hard to separate the red cover from the black foam underneath, and I'm really struggling. Wow, okay. There we go. And see, once you get a bit, it's easy. Okay, let's put that. So clean the place to be pasted to ensure that the surface is dust free, water free and oil free. Tear open the package, take out the adhesion promoter, wipe the position to be pasted and wait for a few seconds. Right, I'm going to rub this entire area, so it's going to be somewhere in this area here. Okay, so it says I can wait a few seconds. So this is the bit where I need to just check the camera, the screen that's in the car, and just make sure. I want it to be central, and I don't want to get too much of okay. Now I'm going to take the camera off. I needed the camera to be on this bit when I put it down, just so that I can see down there in the car that the camera is facing the right way, the right direction. Just push on that for a few seconds. Okay, that was easy enough, let's be honest. That was a lot easier than drilling holes and then having to make sure everything is sealed back up again. Just make sure all down the sides is pushed down. Okay, now I'm just going to pop the camera back on top, because the camera itself is weighty, which is good, and I just want to make sure that there's a little bit of force on there while it's adhering to the roof. There's less emphasis on where this goes, in the sense that has to be facing in the right direction to make sure you get, obviously, the view that you want. This is angled. I don't know if you can see there, it's quite bright today actually. I can't see the camera screen, but it's angled, so I want it to be at that angle as opposed to that angle, for the fairly obvious reason that when you're going down the motorway at 60 miles an hour, I want the air to be rushing over the top rather than trying to lift it up. Now, I guess before I'd looked into this product, I was a little bit skeptical about whether this is going to actually stay on the roof or whether it's going to fly off, but I've seen lots of reviews, and this 3M tape, if it's done properly, is pretty rock solid. So again, probably that is the magnet is fairly central. Let's have a look at this lead to see, because I think in my mind I wanted it to be behind here. I suppose it could go there. The problem is I wanted it there, but I don't want to stick it to this tape, because this tape is probably not the strongest. So that's how strong the magnet is. It's difficult to get it off. I probably should have planned this before I come up to actually make the video, but at least you're seeing firsthand what you need to consider before you install it. Just to note, the battery on here seems like it's really, really good anyway, so you might not actually require yeah, it's still on 100%. You might not actually require this. It depends, I guess, whether you want to use it for your entire journey or just for when you arrive at a site. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in, and I'm going to come one more rung up the ladder. So yeah, it will reach there. I did really want it to be behind the window, but it's going to have to be there. Well, that would be okay, wouldn't it? I just think the less wind that's going to come along here, and this is obviously you know, quite an open space. In the package is an extension for this, so you can put it wherever you like, really, on the roof. Okay, so I have decided to clean up this area here. The thing is that from what I've seen others do and from what I've read about the product, it doesn't matter if it's in the open space, it's strong enough to not go anywhere. Definitely feel more comfortable with it here, and I don't think there's a downside to having it there. So that's where it's going to go. Let me know in the comments where you would have put it. Now, the department that makes these bits, which is the bit, and the way it's packaged is brilliant because it tells you which bit's for which. The team that make the solar magnet, they put a tab on, which is absolutely brilliant. This team, they didn't. It's realistically, I just need to make sure that that is central, which, without falling off the ladder, somewhere around there. And it doesn't need to be central because, let's be honest, no one's going to really see up on the roof. But I think, yeah, as long as that's there, I don't want it touching the join of the tape, and then that is just a case of plonking it down. So I'm going to go ahead and use the second lot of cleaning wipes. So again, you've got your wet wipe, your dry wipe, and your adhesion promoter. Okay, so just move that to the side. So we know we're only actually cleaning this area here. Now we've got to dry it off. Everything that's come packaged in this box is just, the instructions are on each individual piece. So there's no sitting there working out, you know, which wipe's for, you know, which bit is for the solar panel, which bit is for the camera. It's all labelled. Even the antennas have got which component they go into. Again, like last time, it says leave for a few seconds, and whilst that's happening, just the wind's blowing everything, I'm going to peel that off. So much easier. Well done. Okay, again, lean in. Centre is about there, as close to the tape as possible. Push down. So just drop that down, and that's that. That is fixed into place, and that is pretty strong. I don't want to lift it up too much at the moment, but that is pretty strong. I might be better off just bringing the camera around. So if anyone does wonder why I've got the dog blanket up here with me, it's just so I don't leave any dents on here. I am prone to leaving dents. Okay, so this bit here is waterproof, but obviously I'm going to be taking the camera in with me between trips, so then you just put the waterproof cover back on there and the waterproof cover back onto there, and that can stay up here on the roof. So in a minute I'm going to use the little tabs to hold these down, and realistically that's just to stop that sort of flapping about in the wind as you're driving. But to connect it back up is dead simple. Take the two covers back off. There's a little, I don't know if you can see there, there's a little indent, and that matches there, so that those four prongs go in and then screw. and once that is tightened up, that is now waterproof. That's a waterproof connection. So it actually comes with two bags of these, and the reason that they give you so many is, again, comes with an extension cable. If you wanted to have it all the way down the front, you can do, and you can run it all the way along. Okay, so the first one is going to go here. There we go. Okay, fine. Okay, that's really nice and tight. So the next one's going to go here. I just want to give myself enough play there because I don't want to be, so maybe like that. And I'm probably going to put them tabs the other way around again, just so they don't flick in the wind. And then the question is, I think it might be one there just to stop it, because that's going to maybe be too far. That's going to be on there. Let's do that. Let's do one there, one there. Okay, just make sure that's clipped in. Shame, I really wish I'd have put that one on the other way around, but never mind. So just give them a little press. So I believe we're done. I'm going to give it 24 hours to just adhere to the roof of the caravan. So yeah, I think, you know, it looks okay. I could have been a little bit more central, both on the camera and the solar panel, but it's probably only me that's going to notice that. This bit here, you can either use the suction cup, or you can use a 3M sticker, magnetic sticker. So that slides up into there, and you could have that at any position if maybe your windscreen's at a bit of a funny angle. Tighten that up, just take that off. Okay, so I'm going to fix that up here. I've already got this on, which we use for our camera, sometimes just to show the lead up to sites and to stuff like that. So I'm going to work out the best position that's not blocking my view and fix it to the window.
Oh, it's my own damn fault that I'm falling for you. We haven't even talked, still I'm obsessed with you. Was it your milky eyes or your skin? I don't know. Doesn't matter anyway, 'cause I'm never letting you go. I know it's gonna take some time, but I will make you mine. I'll go the extra mile. I'll do what needs to be done until the race is won. I'll go the extra mile. If you don't love me now, you will love me later. Oh, we don't need to rush, 'cause I got forever. What is meant to be is gonna be. It's you and me, that's what I believe. I won't give up, I'll keep it up until it's over. I know it's gonna take some time, but I will make you mine. I'll go the extra mile. I'll do what needs to be done until the race is won. I'll go the extra mile.
So there is two ways to power the system. One is with USB-C and the other one is with the 12-volt cigarette lighter. Now the reason that I like this option is because all you have to do is press that button and the screen comes on, which automatically turns the camera on, hopefully. Just give it a second. There we go. And if I want to turn the whole thing off, again, just press the red button. So yeah, basically that little red switch controls the screen and the camera. So another useful purpose for this camera, I'm at a site that has a gate here, and I need to know when I've cleared the gate so that I've pulled forward enough to close it behind me. And hopefully I'll get some indication of that on here. So there's the gate. There we go, I've cleared the gate. I'm really pleased with the range. I have no issues between the distance between the screen and the camera. I'm actually now unhitched and sat a little bit away from the caravan, and it's still perfect picture. The other thing that I just wanted to show you on here is you can have 3 other cameras set up, and you can have all 4 showing like this, or you can have you can flick between the cameras. You can also have it in any of these modes, depending on whether you have 1, 2, 3 or 4 cameras connected. You can have an SD card inserted in here and record, and I think that's what I will do. It effectively gives you a recording, like a rear dash camera. If you were involved in any incidents, then at least you have evidence, hopefully, to show that you're the innocent party. So yeah, I think that's something that I will look to do. I just haven't done yet. And then when we look in the rest of the menu, you've got things like the volume. We spoke about putting that on mute. The mirror, which is really good, particularly if you put your camera on your roof at a different orientation, then you will need to mirror it. Does time out of the menu quite quickly. So yeah, you've got your park line that you can turn off, obviously if you want to pair a camera and stuff like that. And then you've got other settings which you know, are fairly self-explanatory. So if you want to see how clear the picture is, I'm actually using the camera now to perform this part of the vlog. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the picture quality. I can see on the camera there's some lines, but those lines aren't there in real life. It's just obviously picking it up on the phone. But yeah, really pleased with the camera quality. And as I said at the start, this button here will turn off camera and screen. Job done. Okay, just a final review of the camera, which you can see up here on top of the caravan. Okay, I'm not going to give you a techie review. I'm not a technically minded person. So just as someone who has taken the camera out of the box and installed it themselves, installation was dead easy. No mess, no tools required. You know, no having to drill into the shell of your caravan and then having to make sure that it's sealed back up. Yeah, dead easy in that respect. Everything in the box is labelled up, so you know what parts are what. That's brilliant. In terms of the camera itself, the quality is very good, especially for sort of fast moving stuff. I know, obviously, you know, I've got cameras like this that I YouTube with, and when you're stationary, it's easy to get good quality footage, but when you're moving at high speeds, no more than 60 miles per hour, I might add, you often get a lot of blurring and stuff like that. But no, very good, no time delay at all, or if there is, it's not noticeable. Lots of different settings that we haven't really sort of played around with. The only setting that I did change was that I come up to a roundabout and a car overtook me on my right hand side, and on the camera it come up on the left side, and I didn't even realise it was the wrong way round, but Sara changed it for me, and yeah, it's spot on. So one of the reasons that we wanted a reversing camera was just to, you know, for me to have another set of eyes in the car. And I know that people are going to say you shouldn't rely on a reversing camera. They're great, but they don't pick up things like overhanging branches and that sort of thing, you know, things that might not appear on a camera. So by no means should you use it as your only way of seeing what's behind you, but it's definitely a useful second or third set of eyes. One of the things that I probably would have gone for if I hadn't have been sent this package was one that didn't have a solar panel and just had a sort of, you know, a battery life, because I thought I would only want to use it when I arrived at a site like this, just so that I can see behind me. Now, one thing I have realised with the solar panel is I can keep the camera running for the entire journey, and it is good on dual carriageway and motorways, and that's the bit with towing that has always bothered me. You know, you overtake a lorry, and in a car you can see the back of your car, you know you've cleared it, you know you're clear to indicate and move back in. But with a caravan and only using mirrors, the distance is I guess you get used to it with experience, but it is very, very difficult to know when you've cleared it. Now, the safe way is that you just go 3 miles past the lorry and then tick back in and move over, and that's fine. And, you know, but it's just nice to know that when that lorry appears in my mirror, in the camera on the screen, that we're cleared to move back over. And again, you know, that's not going to be my only way of checking that the road's clear, but it is a useful tool to have. There is also an option on the on the camera and on the screen that's in the car to have sound. Sound is actually very good. It's one way, so you can't talk from the car to the camera, but if you have got someone behind you and they're telling you, you know, come back, whatever, you can hear those instructions quite clearly, so that is quite useful. However, I put it on mute because when we're going up and down the motorway, it's obviously you're just hearing road noise, which you don't want to hear. So in terms of negatives, and there's always negatives, this is very minor. So the 2 magnets that sit on the roof, one is for the solar panel, one is for the camera. The one that's for the solar panel comes with a little tab, so you can pull it off and it's dead easy. It took me, you'll see from the video, I had to speed it up, it took me probably about 3 or 4 minutes to get the tab off of the sticky bit on the back of the magnet for the camera. Now, I'm not too concerned about that because I want that piece of backing to be as sticky as possible so that the camera stays fixed to my roof when I'm driving along. However, you know, for the guys at Haloview, just stick a little tab on, it makes it so much easier. The other thing is the price. I'm not going to quote a price because you can pick it up for different prices on you know, on different sites and stuff like that, but the one thing to bear in mind with this is, whilst there may be cheaper products, this is a very, very premium product. It feels premium. I can't comment on how long it will last and stuff like that, but it certainly feels, in your hand, out the box, it feels like a really, really premium product. The other thing to bear in mind is I was able to install this for myself free of charge, and I think that you could buy a less expensive product and then pay, I don't know what labour would cost and how long to have someone effectively tampering with your caravan. Okay, so the question, would I buy this Byte Tango system from Haloview if I wasn't sent it? The answer to that is absolutely yes. We have been in the market for a reversing camera for quite a little while, and one thing that I've found is that they either require installation where you're doing sort of superficial damage, if you like, to the shell of the caravan, and with warranties and stuff like that, I'm not comfortable with that. Other cameras rely on your caravan electric to power them, and again, I'm not really too comfortable with interfering with that side of it. So to have a product that I can install myself, that I don't need to pay anybody else to do, and that I know the only damage that is going to happen is I might have to, you know, when I come to remove it off of there, I might have to scrub hard just to get the foam bits off and stuff like that. That's a no-brainer for me. So absolutely, we would buy it. The quality, you know, is fantastic, and it does everything that I wanted in a reversing camera. We're sorry that we weren't able to get maybe some better footage of us using the product. I've only been able to have the screen in the car filmed up close when I've had Sara with me and when I've been on my own, which is most of the time. Certainly in the towing car, I've just literally had my camera on a sucker to the roof, the panoramic roof, and just literally filmed the entire journey and then cut out a few sections. So yeah, really sorry that we weren't able to get a sort of clearer video of us using the product. Okay, so thank you very much to the people at Haloview for sending us this camera to review. And to be fair, they didn't actually even ask us to do a review. All they said was that they'd like us to include it in one of our videos. Now, did speak about this at the beginning of the video, but we spent a little bit of back and forth communication, just sort of asking them or telling them that we wouldn't take the product if they were expecting a good review in return. And straight away they said no, they didn't expect anything like that. They just wanted some footage of us using the camera. And that they have enough faith in their products to not request people to give a good review. And from what we've seen of it, I can understand the reason why. Okay, thank you very much for watching. We are at the NEC next week, so look out for plenty of videos from there. We're going to be doing a Q&A video the following week, or actually that'll be going out in the week of the show. And then we don't have much planned in terms of site reviews because winter is coming, unfortunately, and yeah, we'll be staying quite local. We'll probably be going to sites that we've been to before. So over the winter, I'm going to try and step up a lot more how-to videos and spend a little bit of time sort of going around the caravan and just sort of looking at the obvious stuff that maybe to some people is easy, but to other people they just have that sort of question: how you use, how you install, you know, that type of thing. Okay, thank you very much for watching our video, and we will see you in the next one.